Hello everyone, and welcome to BPTV, Best Practices Television. We are here on the campus of NJIT, New Jersey Institute of Technology, to speak with one of our librarians, Haymwantee Singh. Haymwantee, welcome to Best Practices Television. Can you talk to us about success that you've had in building awareness and generating interest in the resources here at NJIT?
Well, that's two things. We've had the Student Ambassador Program at NJIT since 2005, and that has been a very successful program where we hire PhD students to go out and promote our resources. We've had these student ambassadors for about 3 years, and I think that has helped us tremendously. They do a lot of legwork. They get out there, they go to the labs, they go into the basement, they go to places that we don't normally, or we don't have time to seek out, and find faculty and students in their labs, friends, students in all over campus. Even in the classroom, they have made presentations to, alert the faculty, well, okay, we have research to do. Well, here's what I would like to say to the class. They can spend 5 minutes. Their faculties have allowed them to do this. And I think that's a way of creating awareness or promoting a resource that librarians usually do not normally have time to do as much.
Okay.
Then another program that has been successful for us, I would like to say successful, and later you'll understand why I'm saying successful. We have had the Scoop on Scopus Day.
Scoop on Scopus?
Scoop on Scopus Day.
That's interesting.
It's just like it is, a Scoop on Scopus.
Okay.
So very, very worth it. The partners were the librarians, the Scopus or the Elsewhere staff, and our student ambassadors.
So your students, your librarians, and then the publishers
and the
themselves.
publishers. So this was a mix, a very good mix of folks who were willing to stand at the same forum and promote.
What was the response of the university library director, some of your other colleagues?
Our university librarian is quite pleased, even though we had some setback by just having one workstation. He said, this is a good idea, since we have the student ambassadors and we have an idea on how we can promote our resources in a different way than we normally do. We do a sort of show and tell, or
talk, or
yes,
however that goes.
Yes, exactly. We have a different way of doing it, and we thought this could be more successful if we put more computers in place, have more staff around to grab our students as they walk into the library and bring them to the workstation, or have someone, even if you don't have a workstation available, you can actually talk with them about the product while they wait.
So it sounds like a lot more hands-on approach.
Hands-on, engaged students. Also, steer them to the food. That's another good thing.
Food is good.
Food is number one.
Food is number one.
Food is number one. So anyway, as our university librarian said, it's a good idea. Let's try to do that with other databases. Then the next semester, Scopus came back. It was even better.
So you took from the best practices, if you will, from the previous days that you've done, and applied them
and improved on them.
And improved on
them later. Later, after our IEEE experience, they were quite excited.
Okay.
They actually wrote the university librarian asking that NJIT be part of a marketing event that they were hosting at ACRL 2007. That was March of 2007. our university librarian thought it was a good idea because they explained that our promotional concept was going to be associated with the library best practices.
It sounds as though not only was this a success as far as these particular resources, but it helped to raise the profile of the library
very good
within the institution as well. So it pays dividends in more than just a particular product, would you say?
Yeah, that's a very good point that you made.
Okay, great. Yeah. Well, we'd like to thank Haymwantee Singh for spending a few minutes with us at BPTV and sharing with us her best practices. We'll see you next time on BPTV, Best Practices Television.